Welcome, friends. I'm Gina Nicole, and this is the Goddess Channel. Today, a really strong impulse came in to share this message with you. Sometimes topics come to me that want to be channeled before I actually have time to do it. And this topic came in a few days ago, but it just hit me like a, lightning bolt right now to record it for you. And Lord Ganesha is here with us really strongly. And the message is about ultimately abundance and how we create what we want in life. And what's coming through is a little different perspective on this, because what actually creates an experience, a result in our lives, is what we move towards, where we direct our life force, right? So, I know we talk about receiving a lot, but to receive, and I know I've been using this word a ton lately, but it really is poignant in 2025 for some reason. In order to receive, we have to invest, and we invest our life force in the direction that our soul is calling us. And that's when we get aligned with the future that fulfills us, with the abundance in all areas of our lives that we're seeking to experience. That's the joy of the soul living in form, is experiencing the bounty of life in the way that's unique to each of our souls. And so the message that came in was really interesting. It was that every step that you take toward your soul calling, toward what your soul is pulling you into, your longing, what you desire, what is just so inextricably true for you. Whether you think you can have it or not, there are certain things that are just linked to us, that are just true for us, and it's different for every person. What we want, what we desire, what we're drawn towards, and what we're called to. And so they're saying every step that you take toward your soul calling, it's not only just an investment in your life. And as we talked about on the last recording, and if you haven't listened to that, please go back to it. It was an incredible download. It's not just an investment in your life. It actually gives you more bandwidth to take the next step. So I want to leave some space for this to sink in. So I'm going to repeat this a few times in a few different ways. When you pour into, when you invest in what is true for you, not what the world is doing, not what other people are doing, not what seems logical or practical or reasonable, but when you live into and you put your life force into what your soul is calling for, by taking that step, by making that move, by putting yourself out there, it actually creates more bandwidth to take another step and another, and it actually takes on a life of its own. And so that's manifestation in 2025. That's how we create abundance and beyond. So whether you're listening to this in 2025 or later, this is the future, is really having a clear understanding of our power in co-creation. Pour into yourself. Go in the direction of where your soul is calling you. And you'll know what that is, because it's your deepest desires that are not based on image, that are not based on fear, that are not based on trying to fit in. There's nothing, emotional or fearful or, what's the word I want to use? Like scary or trying to convince you, like any of those thoughts in your head, those are fear-based, ego-based. When something is just calm, quiet, yet firm, that's intuition. And that's how you can kind of get to your soul's calling. Another way to think about it that, I learned from one of my mentors is if you could just wave a magic wand, if you could just paint a canvas of your life, what would you love to experience? Right? And this can be, how would you love to feel? What would you love to contribute? What would you love to explore? What would you love to develop and cultivate and share? This is how you start to discover what your soul is pulling you towards. And you give yourself to that. You pour into that. You take steps toward that. That's an investment that comes back to you. But more than that, it fuels you as you do it for the next step and the next step. So I know I've been repeating myself, but I really wanted this point to sink in with you and let it land how it's going to land for your soul. So now you have a manifestation blueprint downloaded for 2025 and beyond. I want you to type in the comments how this lands for you, how you're feeling, and if you have any download yourself of what you would love to create and put out in the world, we'll amplify it in the comments with all of our energy in this community. I'm just feeling, Jupiter's coming in right now alongside of Lord Ganesha and just bringing blessing, blessing, blessing. It's like I feel this pulse coming from the universe to you and just blessing you, blessing you, blessing you, saying you can do this. It's already written in the stars. So I hope that you are taking this in and knowing that you have all of this co-creative power within you right now. And it's literally unfolding as we speak. I love you.